Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Screw Attack is proud to present to you, one more time, a death battle!
That's right. We're here to analyze their skills, their technique, and their equipment to determine who would win a death battle. That went better than I expected.
Yeah, that did.
Slap hands.
Slap hands. Okay, so...
Hey, Micah, how's it going?
I'm here too.
Yeah, Micah is also here.
Yeah, Micah is also here. He is not familiar with either of these characters.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be interesting. So, Zoro versus Erza. Zoro and Erza are two perennial badasses in their own right.
Who use a lot of swords.
Yeah.
They use a lot of swords.
Urza uses more than Zoro, but she has a reason why she's able to.
Yeah. Of course, to be fair, he's already using one too many.
No. Hey. Is it one too many if your usage is proper?
That's getting into a matter of philosophy then, isn't it? But, okay, so...
Yeah. So, this is Death Battle.
From One Piece, we have Roronoa Zoro.
Yeah.
Who uses 3 swords. One in the mouth.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Yeah, that's right. You heard me.
All right.
And the other one is... You tell this one because I don't know anything about Fairy Tail.
Okay, well, Erza Scarlet is a magician. She is also one of the toughest individuals pretty much in the story Fairy Tail. And she is able to do summoning magic, which is able to summon anything from her personal armory to her at any given time.
Yeah.
And
she's got quite an armory.
She has thousands upon thousands of swords. And she is, and also sets of armor. She's just, and here's the thing about both these characters. Both of these characters have their awkward moments. Roronoa Zoro has a horrible sense of direction.
Has a negative sense of direction, in fact.
His sense of direction is so bad.
It's so bad.
You could point him in a direction to go, and you would see him just run by in this direction.
Yep.
Immediately after you point to him where to go.
Oh, yeah. He has no idea where he's going.
Yeah. Horrible sense of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Erza is socially awkward when it comes to she solves most of her things with violence.
Yes.
How it is often.
She's also a redhead, Micah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
She's a redhead.
Okay, well, we know who Micah's picking.
Well,
Well,
all right. So,
man, that one was just like laser targeted at you. Wasn't
Violent redhead with social anxiety.
it couldn't be more perfect. Damn, I didn't think about that.
Okay, well, let's.
Oh, sorry, guys. I gotta go home and marathon Fairy Tail.
Woohoo!
Hey, in the dub, Michael Jones is in there.
I'm too late.
Oh yeah, Michael Jones plays Sting.
Yep, Michael Jones is one of the characters. So.
What's a Michael Jones?
Rage quit Jones.
I went to public school, okay?
That
Yeah.
Michael. Okay.
Yeah,
guy.
that Michael.
I don't know why I did that instead of your.
I didn't know he had a last name. I just thought he was like a Pokemon. He just
Rage
Michael.
quit?
Yeah,
Michael,
He's
yeah. That man is having a child.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His
That-
wife is pregnant now.
Yeah, and
God help us
she's
all.
and she's a ginger, so it'll be the angriest potential ginger ever.
It's gonna be a thing.
It will be.
It's we're all dead. We're
So
all
okay,
dead.
we have this here. Let's get right to it.
Fire it up. We'll
Let's-
make our picks after they make their cases.
Yeah. So here we go. And 3, 2, 1, boom.
Past, present, or future, one kind of fighter has stood the test of time.
Sword
The
fighters.
swordsman.
Yep.
And today's combatants are two of the most skilled warriors to ever wield a blade.
Roronoa Zoro, the feared swordsman of the Straw Hat Pirates.
And Erza Scarlet, the battle mage of the Fairy Tail Guild.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would
Weapons,
win
armor,
a
and
death
skills.
battle.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Keep that
Weapons,
in mind
armor,
for the
and
next time.
skill.
Yeah.
As a child,
Yep.
Roronoa Zoro dreamed of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world.
But he didn't just enroll at a dojo. He showed up, challenged everyone, and then just sort of stuck around.
Yeah, basically.
Zoro's dojo training sharpened his natural talent with a sword, but there was one person he could never quite manage to beat. His sensei's daughter, Kuina. They dueled a lot, and Kuina won every single matchup. All 2,001 of them.
Damn, you think you would have gotten at least one in?
Despite the constant defeat, Kuina and Zoro were very close friends. Together, they promised that someday one of them would become the world's best swordsman.
And then she fell down some stairs and died.
Yep.
Just seems like an unacceptable way for a master swordsman to bite the dust.
Does thin out the competition for world's best swordsman, though.
True. I mean, that's how I became the world's best shotgun woodcarver.
After Kuina's death, Zoro inherited her sword and used it to hone his skills even further.
No, awful sense of
Eventually
direction.
leaving the dojo in search of the current title holder of world's greatest swordsman,
Dracula
Dracula
Mihawk.
Yep.
But he immediately got himself lost. With
Yep.
nothing better to do, he became a bounty hunter and wandered around the ocean until he ran into a weird, stretchy pirate kid.
You
By the
mean
name
Monkey
of
D.
Luffy.
who
Yeah.
brought Zoro onto his crew of Straw Hat Pirates.
Actually worked out pretty well since Luffy was already looking to hire him anyway. Turns out Zoro has quite a reputation.
At this point, he was already a master swordsman, and after finding and training under Mihawk, his swordsmanship became legendary.
He created his own fighting style, Santoryu, also called three-sword style, because he uses three swords,
Yeah.
one in each hand and one in his freaking mouth.
That doesn't seem very safe.
No.
Oh, shut up, Wiz. Badasses don't care about safety.
Regardless,
I do.
with
True,
the three-sword
true.
style, Zoro can perform several unique attacks, including
I'm
the
not really a
Onigiri,
badass, so.
where he strikes with all three blades at once.
Or the Tatsumaki, where he makes a tornado dragon.
By swinging his swords a certain
Yes, they
way,
are
he
all
can
food
fire
puns.
compressed air projectiles toward an opponent, like with his deadliest technique, the 1080-pound cannon. And last but not
Actually, that
least,
one's a
he
pun on
knows the
Buddhism.
Kyutoryu 9-sword style.
Wait, did he
what?
just grow 4 more arms and 2 more heads?
Yes.
How the hell did he do that?
It's just an illusion, but it
That's
still
technique.
somehow has physical presence.
He's like a human slapchop with a total of 9 swords.
Yep.
That's one way to put it. In addition to his skills with a blade, Zoro is able to use haki, a mysterious power that every living being
Armament
possesses,
and
but only a select few
Observation.
and
have.
observational, yeah.
Hockey, much like Neapolitan
But
ice
not
cream,
the- but
comes
not the
in
Conqueror
3 flavors,
hockey.
and Zoro only has access
At least
to
maybe he
chocolate
hasn't
and
awakened
vanilla.
it yet.
Chocolate? I don't
What?
even. Well, one of those flavors is observation hockey.
That's vanilla.
Of course.
Of course it
In
is.
some ways is similar to Spider-Man's Spidey sense. Zoro can sense the location of other people, even if they're invisible or far away, and can also predict most opponents' attacks.
Then chocolate. Everyone's favorite hockey flavor is armament hockey. This lets him form an invisible armor around himself as protection, or harden his swords to make his strikes cut through almost anything.
With both hockey,
Yep.
Zoro has been a real asset to the Straw Hat Pirates. They've traveled the world and had a lot of weird adventures.
Yeah.
Like that time, Zoro fought a literal living mountain man named Pika and sliced him clean in half.
A strike so powerful it didn't just cut through Pika, it sent his top half flying upward. Considering Pika's enormous size and approximate mass, this strike had to have been more powerful than the first ever deployed hydrogen bomb, the 11 megaton Castle Romeo.
Also, Zoro
Yep.
was pretty damn fast. One time he moved so quickly he seemed invisible to a room full of highly trained assassins. And when the odds are against him, he'll keep pushing himself, even past the point of bleeding out.
Yeah.
Thus, he's powered through some incredibly intense
Oh,
pain,
yeah.
such as
Absorbing all of Luffy's pain so
Yep.
that he can properly heal.
So he could heal
Holy
faster.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell is he still standing after that?
That's
Who knows?
a good question. After a battle with Kuma, a bear man because this is One Piece, Zoro took on not only his own pain from near death, but also Luffy's, despite being told that doing so would surely kill him. But it just didn't.
And he doesn't even
Yeah.
brag about it. What a badass.
Zoro is definitely the stoic badass type, but he can't do everything. He's a sword fighter above all, and prefers to fight up close and personal.
He also has the world's shittiest sense of direction.
Yep.
He gets lost without someone there literally reading the map for him, and could never survive on his own without his friends.
You might think Zoro would be more of a lone wolf type of guy, but no. Much like how Kuina's death spurred him on to become a great swordsman, it's his friends who keep him fighting.
Yep.
I set sail for only one reason, to meet you,
Christopher
And what
Sabat.
is your goal?
Yep.
to beat you.
Yep. Christopher Sabat.
Erza Erza Scarlet grew up in a small rural town called Rosemary Village. It was pretty picturesque as far as childhoods go.
It's pretty nice.
Hold on, Wiz. I'm getting a premonition. Despite everything seeming perfect, something terrible happens.
A murderous cult attacked,
There
destroyed
it
the
is.
city, and enslaved the children to build a tower to resurrect their evil overlord.
There it is.
Young Erza was tortured, and while she may have lost an eye in the process, she also gained a friend,
Wait.
Jalal Fernandez.
She
He
lost an
actually
eye?
gave Erza her last name, Scarlet.
She
after
got
her
it
red
back.
hair.
She got it back.
She and her buddies swore they'd escape, so Erza ended up staging a revolt and saved the other slaves thanks to discovering her latent magical powers.
Unfortunately, not everyone made it out.
Turns out Jalal got possessed by some spirit that made him a huge dick, and she had to go without him.
Fine, if you want to leave so badly, then I'm not going to stop you. But you'll have to go alone.
After that nightmare, Erza swore to dedicate her life to helping and protecting the innocent, and so joined the Fairy Tale Magicians Guild.
Artificial
Luckily
eye.
for
Okay.
them,
Yep.
she possessed a great skill set for a mage.
Her main thing is requip magic, which is basically like having an armory with you at all times, without having to lug it around.
Requip magic allows Erza to summon her vast array of weapons and armor at will, meaning she can use multiple combinations of swords, lances, and outfits all in one fight without ever really slowing down.
Damn, that'd be useful for all my weapons. How many's she packing?
She's rumored to have access to as many as 100 sets of armor and 200 weapons.
Nice.
There you go.
As far as armor
Sounds like
goes,
my
her
kinda
go-to
lady.
is the standard Heart Cruise set. But there's also the Heaven's Wheel armor,
Yep,
where she
Heaven's
can
Wheel.
send swords flying at people, the spiky defensive adamantine armor, and the Black Wing and Flame Empress armors, which have wings for flying.
Don't
Yep.
forget her giant armor, which she uses with a lance, purgatory armor, which has a lot of spikes, and seduction armor?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what
Didn't
purpose
make
this
much
serves.
sense on that.
Probably to make enemies terribly aroused. Ever tried to fight with an erection?
Ah!
Wiz? Believe me, it's not easy.
Right. Well, Erza
Thank you
claims
for that-
her most
thank
powerful
you for that
armor
mental
is the
picture, Boomstick.
Armadura Fairy armor, which is very pink.
Pink.
These are fancy and all, but
I-
sometimes she doesn't even bother suiting up. If her back's against the wall, Erza equips her Clear Heart clothing. This enhances her speed and attack over defense, and channels all her magical energy into her katanas for a decisive blow.
She can charge magic through her swords to perform all sorts of magical attacks, even mixing and matching weapons and armors to better her chances in a fight.
She's also just really good at sword fighting. Actually,
True.
she's really good with a lot of weapons, including hand-to-hand.
All of this makes Erza an excellent addition to the Fairy Tale Guild. She quickly
Always nice to
became
have
one
a
of its
tank.
highest ranking mages and was the youngest member to ever pass the S-Class Mage promotion test. An incredibly difficult gauntlet only the strongest and wisest of warriors can even attempt.
Speaking of achievements, she's pretty friggin' strong. Don't believe me? Well, here she is, lancing a hole through a giant floating cube.
This cube was about 100 million cubic miles in volume. To punch through it, Erza's lance must have dealt about 16 kilotons of force.
Hers is also fast enough to deflect bullets point blank from a flintlock pistol. Guns with a muzzle velocity of about 540 miles per hour. And that's without a speed boost from her armor.
Right,
Well, to be fair,
many of
that
her
was a-
armor
a
sets grant
musket
her
ball,
stat
I wouldn't
boosts,
call it
increasing her
true
speed,
bullet.
magic,
Yeah.
defense, etc. She's survived plenty of destructive blasts, including one that blew up an island. Considering that island's size, that's an explosion equivalent to 2 kilotons of TNT.
So she's sexy, can survive island-busting attacks, and has a shit ton of weapons? She's basically perfect. Just wish she used a gun or two.
Well, she may have a vast armory, but swapping them in and out requires magic, and she can run her supply down if she's not careful.
So it's just like a mana bar in those fantasy games you always play.
Exactly.
Yep.
Though even when she's out of magic, she's still quite deadly in hand-to-hand. Like when she fought her alternate self from another parallel universe.
That universe has a lot less clothing. Sign me up!
But when you're among the best in the guild, you get the job done no matter the limits.
I will withstand any physical pain to protect the ones that I love.
And Mike is
All right,
just
the
like,
combatants are set.
well, I'm
Let's
in.
end this
It's
debate
like,
once and for all.
I guarantee you, Mike is just
It's
like,
time
it's like,
for a death
take me now, you devilish redhead.
all right, pause it.
Ma'am, do you have a newsletter?
I would like to subscribe to your newsletter, ma'am.
Mike is
I'm
like,
smelling what you're stepping in.
Have
young
you
lady.
have you licensed any e-cards? I just,
That's good. That's
license
good.
any e-cards, young lady.
Well,
Okay.
gentlemen, as is tradition here on the Renegade Couch, place
Yes.
your bets. Nate, I'll start with you. As somebody who knows both of these series,
Okay. I gotta say, I think Erza's magic has a little bit too much of an advantage over Zoro. Don't get me wrong, Zoro on his own, I think if this were a strict hand-to-hand fight, I think he'd probably stand more of a chance. Or if this were a straight sword to sword fight, I think probably maybe he'd stand more of a chance. Yeah, because of his 3 sword style. But the fact that Erza is able to draw, the heavens wheel, which is pretty much a gigantic.
it's a mini boss from Castlevania.
Yeah, pretty much.
Straight
That's
up,
gonna
it's a mini
give that's
boss from
gonna give
Castlevania.
her that's gonna give him gonna give her a drastic advantage.
But the thing is, if she plays it too early, and we do know that Zoro can cut through steel.
Oh yeah, Zoro can cut through steel, and plus his hockey is going to come into benefactor of this as well.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta say, okay,
It's a tough pick, isn't
it
it?
is. It is. As a matter of fact, let's see.
You just gonna go coin flip?
No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm picking Zoro.
All right.
I was thinking Erza, and then I thought about the hockey, and I'm like, okay. And I also thought about both of their resilience. Their resilience is about the same. Their strength is comparable. Zoro's hockey, though, that's something else.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that, I mean, honestly, outside of if you are able to access hockey yourself, you really can't do any damage, which is unfair to some degree, but at the same time.
But I mean, that's the power level they've gotten to in One Piece, because
Yeah.
One Piece is effing ridiculous.
That, or you have to have a Sea Prism Stone.
Yeah.
Sea Prism Stone does help, which, who knows, Erza might have one of those laying around in her armory.
See, that's the thing, though. If she pulls that, that's almost assuredly cheating.
well, they also didn't really cover what that is, so
Yeah.
I would be sitting there scratching my head like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, Sea Prism Stone.
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's only against
Well,
Devil Fruit users.
Yeah, I don't think it works here, but basically, Sea Prism Stone is like
Damn.
the sea's crystallized essence. Because Devil Fruit users are unable to swim and therefore are disabled by the power of the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that so many of them live on fucking boats. Anyway,
Waterworld.
So okay.
there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I got my One Piece lore mixed up a little bit there, but
It happens.
truth be told, okay, yeah, I'd still gotta say, Zoro.
All
Then-
right. Nate is picking Zoro. Micah.
Obviously, I have to support my future spouse, being Erza.
Okay, so we have one pick for Zoro, one pick for Erza. I'm also going to pick Zoro.
Oh boy.
I mean, I love the idea of
Gee, tell me how you really feel about our relationship, guys.
like the idea of, she's got so many weapons. Yeah,
Yes, she does.
but the problem is I don't think it's going to matter against Zoro.
I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Even as strong as she is.
Well, I
think it's
guess
gonna be
the
enough.
question is going to be,
I think you're good enough, baby.
will his observation hockey be able to predict the weapons she's going to pull out?
That's a good question.
That's where the crux of the problem lies.
Okay.
And I think there's enough time to where he will.
Okay.
I think he's got this.
Okay.
No offense to you and your future ex-wife.
All right. So
Fine.
And
so
I'll-
so
I'll
that's
still
2-1
pick you up something
Zoro
from the
to
wedding
Erza.
registry.
I
So,
appreciate that.
so it's 2-1 Zoro to Erza.
Yep.
All right.
Nice,
so
nice set of steak knives. That was
So-
a good set of steak knives.
yeah, we've made our decisions.
Yep.
Let's give it a watch, shall
Go
we?
for it.
Let's go.
Here we go. Man, I'm so freaking lost.
Oh, sorry, lady. Could you point me in the way of the shipyard? I've been looking around for hours.
Wait, really?
Aha! You're the one I'm looking for. Come
Uh-oh.
peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe later.
Yeah, it's about right.
You'll have to do this the hard way.
I'm busy. Baby.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're doing this now.
Already going to 3-sword style.
That's about right.
Whoa. What?
You're coming with me.
That's not gonna be enough.
Neat trick.
Yeah, that's about right.
Try laughing at this.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Super shield.
This is pretty great.
Yeah. Oh, heavy armor.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Right back at you.
You are strong, pirate. But this is true strength.
She played one of her trump cards early. That's always a bad idea.
Yeah, it's true.
That poor village.
Fool.
Nice,
Nothing
fine.
is worse than the loss of life.
Don't start crying, woman.
What?
So much for all that true strength bullshit, huh?
No. I can do this.
There it is. Yep, Heaven's Wheel.
I will claim this bounty for my guild.
There's
For my strength.
second trump
for
card.
My friends.
Bring it on!
Oh,
No.
here we go.
Yep. There's his.
You're not the only one who fights for their friends!
Oh, here we go. One final swipe. Who's gonna get it? Oh!
Yep, that's about what I expected.
Damn, son.
That was...
Now, where the hell is that shipyard?
That was brutal.
Jesus! Talk about a killing blow!
In the past, Erza could react to projectiles flying over 500 miles per hour, but Zoro could move faster than the eye could see. U.S. Air Force tests have shown that a well-trained human eye can consistently spot and recognize an image in 1/220th of a second. So, in this case, Zoro would have had to move from point A to point B, which is about 57 feet, in 4.5 milliseconds. That's close to 9,000 miles per hour.
That's more than 5 times faster than a bullet. Erza didn't really rely on speed anyway, and there's no evidence any of her armor magic could have helped close that wide of a gap.
Speaking of her armor, Erza did have more options in defense and weaponry. Unfortunately for her, she was simply outclassed and damage dealt.
Erza could withstand hits of about 2 kilotons, like the blast which destroyed that island. But Zoro has dished out much stronger blows than that.
Yeah, he has.
Slicing Pika in half, for example, was equivalent to 11.5 megatons. That's about 6,000 times bigger than anything Erza has survived. And while Erza's artificial eye may have seen through Zoro's 9-sword style illusion, it couldn't prevent him from actually attacking her.
She also had that habit of stripping down to clear hard clothing in a bind. Yeah, it gave her more sword power, but at the cost of less
And more
defense.
speed, but
This
yeah,
sounds like
not
good
not
idea
a
on paper,
good defense.
But close-range combat was Zoro's bread and butter.
Urza was mostly self-taught, and while proficient with a blade, Zoro has trained with swords all his life. Even with the greatest swordsman in the world, an up-close duel was exactly what he was looking for.
Yes, she won't be getting a fairy tale ending.
The winner
Oh.
is Roronoa Zoro.
We could have been so happy together.
Next
Wow.
time on Death Battle.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we already saw this one.
You guys in chat, I'll
Yep.
Boomstick. I'm Ben
There you
Affleck,
go.
listen, next time,
All
Deadpool
right.
is back. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And we're doing
So
something a little different
okay.
this time. We're
For,
gonna be
for
announcing
me,
his opponent on the
for me,
deck
I was
Which, if you haven't heard, is
I was very happy with I was very happy that they pulled out a lot of the stuff when it came to their deep hit, because rich lore is what these
Oh, yeah.
two have, and it's very good. It's very good what that they pulled out a lot of their lore. I mean, you can't pull out everything. I mean, you'd be here until like
Next year.
or next millennium, I'd say in some cases. But for everything they did, I will say this, Micah. Fairy Tail actually is a pretty good series, and Erza is featured prominently. She's one of the main characters.
I knew nothing about it, but now I'm kind of interested.
I hear you. It's a good one. I suggest
Purely
checking
for
it out.
research purposes.
Research
right?
purposes.
Purely.
Research purposes.
Yes, of course.
Yes, quite. So, there you go. I mean, that was a good quality bout.
Well, they always do a good job.
Oh yeah.
Even when they're wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it's hard to cover all the details.
Yeah,
And
it is.
I think we've discussed a few times where sometimes they haven't cut all the relevant details that could actually change a matchup.
Yeah, it's true.
But
Well, for everything they did,
that was a heck of a thing.
it was a hell of a battle. Very very good battle. And okay, there's talk through the pipeline of a certain rubber match going to happen for Death Battle.
Wait. Like Reed Richards versus Luffy?
No. By rubber match, I mean
Plastic Man?
a third match. What's the only one that's had two?
Goku versus Superman?
Yep.
No.
Here's the thing.
Oh no. Not again.
Goku on Dragon Ball Super has
Yeah.
gotten even more ridiculously strong. So now people are clamoring for that.
It's like reanalyze.
And people, here's the thing: people are saying, oh, but it's been proven that Superman can't be beaten. It's like they even tried to do that at the end of the second Death Battle. It's like, Goku, you can't beat it. They even got all the original voice actors
Which
from
is pretty
Team
sweet.
Team 4-Star on there.
Goku, you can't beat him. Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know I could do that.
Goku. Yeah. You gotta go a little more, more. Yeah, but
Ah.
I know King Kai. I just wanted to try. But you see, that's
You got spunk, and I appreciate that, but go home. You just go home.
so. There's talk of in the pipeline for a third one, which okay, given the advancement that Goku has made,
Will it be enough?
I'm
going with no.
I am going with no as well
Because it's Superman.
It's Superman and
The most OP
of
ever.
OP. So
Nerf now, please. Oh God.
So,
Or just write him out and give us more interesting characters with the same power set.
yeah.
I don't know.
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. Yeah. Hell, honestly, just write more Supergirl and Power Girl. Do more there. I mean, they've got, at least got personalities.
That's true. It's very true.
Yeah, screw Superman. He's just
Okay. Oh well, there goes a bunch of downvotes on the video. It's like, oh, these assholes don't like Superman. You're damn right we don't like Superman. He's boring.
Clark Kent is decent. Superman sucks.
There you go.
There you go. And that's one man's opinion. I am not the be all end all.
Neither am I.
I am also open to change my opinion if you make a good enough case.
Yeah, which you haven't heard a good
Good luck
enough one.
making a good case.
Yeah. Instead, no, it's just name throwing and no explanation.
And, us being referred to as, quote, Marvel fanboys.
All right.
Anyway.
So, Mike, anything to add?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yep. Mike is
Mike is
already
still
trying
upset.
to plan out the wedding. So
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right. So, everyone out there, thank you so much for tuning into this. Don't forget to check out the original video in the description below. Check out Screw Attack. Check out all their stuff. They do great work. Also, don't forget to check out our various other endeavors, including our Patreon. And until next time, thank you all for tuning in, everyone. We will see you later. Peace out.
So I'm thinking you're gonna have to do this in the spring so you get like the cherry blossoms, because that's just gonna be beautiful, right?
This is before or after I use my sewing machine to like stitch her back together after all that.
We can rebuild her. We have the technology.